I never imagined that a single mistake or choice I thought I could control would cost me everything. But it did. I betrayed a man who had done nothing but love me, lift me up, and give me the kind of life I once only dreamed about. My husband was steady, the kind of man who makes the world feel safe. And I shattered that world. For what? A fleeting thrill, an illusion of freedom I convinced myself I deserved. It didn't start with some grand plan. It started small, harmless, I told myself, flirting at the office, to many glasses of wine after late meetings. Little moments where I let my guard down, telling myself I'd earned this bit of excitement. I thought I was in control. But IWAS and single quotes T. He found out on a Tuesday night. I remember the chill in the air as I stepped through the door. I told him I was at yoga, my hair was too perfect, my perfume too fresh. He sat on the couch, phone in hand, his face carved from stone. The room felt too still, like the air itself was waiting. And then, after what felt like forever, he spoke. Just one question. Who is he? My heart stopped. There was no point in lying. He had everything, the texts, the photos, even a voicemail I'd foolishly left. My voice, soft and warm for another man. I braced for the explosion, for yelling, for broken dishes, for tears. But he didn't give me that. He gave me silence. A silence so deep it felt like standing at the edge of a cliff, knowing you're the one who took the step off. He looked at me like I was a stranger, like the woman he'd loved was gone. That night, he didn't sleep beside me. He didn't sleep at all. And by morning, he started packing not his things, mine. I watched, frozen, as he emptied drawers, cleared shelves, folded my clothes with that same quiet, focused care he once used to plan our vacations, our future. I begged him to talk, to fight, to say anything that would mean he still cared. But he moved around me like I wasn't even there. You wanted freedom, he said, his voice calm. Here it is. In the days that followed, I watched as he dismantled our life together piece by piece. He closed our joint accounts, canceled the anniversary trip we dreamed of, returned the necklace he bought me for Christmas, and he did it all without anger, without raised voices. That made it worse. His silence was louder than any rage could have been. Then came the night that broke me. He invited both our families over without a word to me. I came home to find them all seated, the table heavy with silence. He stood and told them everything. The truth, no drama, no cruelty, just cold, clear facts. How long, with whom, how he'd found out. My mother's tears felt like acid. His father's quiet disappointment cut deeper than any scream. And I couldn't meet anyone's eyes. He didn't stop there. He sent out a message to our friends, a simple, dignified explanation of why he was leaving me. No exaggerations, just the truth. And that truth spread further than any lie ever could. The looks I got, the quiet judgments, the friends who turned away, those cut deeper than I expected. When he sold our house, our home, it happened fast. Below market value, no hesitation. Too many memories, he said. I asked where he'd go. He just shrugged. Somewhere without lice. Even our dog, the one I'd loved like a child, he gave him away to a friend's farm, where he'd have space and peace. He deserves better, he said when I protested. And when I broke down, when I screamed that he couldn't just erase us like this, he met my gaze, steady and unflinching. You gave up your rights the moment you gave yourself to someone else. He never lifted his voice. He didn't need to. His actions said it all. And they spoke louder, cut deeper than anything I could have imagined. I had wanted him to react, to yell, to fight for me, to prove that beneath it all he still loved me. But he didn't. And that was the final, cruelest blow. Now I live alone. A small apartment, a job that feels hollow without him in my corner. The man I betrayed him for. He disappeared the moment things got messy. I destroyed my marriage, my home, for nothing. Worse, I destroyed him, and he let me see every piece fall apart. Sometimes I check his social media. He looks peaceful, happier. He's dating again carefully. And part of me hopes he never knows how miserable I am. But part of me hopes he does. Not because I want him to hurt, but because I want him to. No, I never stop regretting it. People think punishment comes loud with shouting, slamming doors, fiery ends. But the worst punishment is the quiet kind. The kind where someone walks away and leaves you to sit in the wreckage you created. That's what he did. And that silence that echoes louder than any scream ever could.